Hey you guys, I thought I would just come to you live. I've been putting this off. It's so fascinating and so interesting. I've been doing a whole bunch of journaling. I've had a whole lot of stuff today. We didn't get back in till late last night, following on from being at Unleash the Power Within, which is for those of you that don't know, it's a 4-day Tony Robbins event. Hey Ainsley, hey Jess, great to see you. And I've come back. Oh, well, actually, the weekend was a really really interesting experience. And I'm going to do some decompression around it, and I'll share with you my thoughts and my key takeaways and stuff for you over the course of this upcoming week, I think. But before I do any of that stuff, it's been super interesting. I found it really kind of hey Catherine, really interesting to try and recalibrate today into normal life. So I've gone to the gym and that's great. But what had happened? So last week being such a flurry of activity in terms of being able to get ready for going to this event, my nails hadn't been refilled. My eyelashes, I feel like I've got 3 eyelashes on each eye and I look like a scary motherfucker. It's really freaking hilarious. I know that you guys know that, and you might find that you're similar with this. I take pride in how I look, and I feel like over the weekend I was not looking at my absolute best. And that's okay. It was just the way that things happened, and that's fine. But consequently this morning it's been okay. Go and get my nails filled, go and make the appointments, go and get all the things done. Not that I look like it right now, but get all the things done so that I'm feeling a little bit more better within myself. And so I think that's a big thing. If ever you have, if you're feeling like you're not quite at your normal standard, what do you need to do to raise your standard up? Okay, so that's the first thing. But what that's done is it's kind of it threw my whole morning routine out, right? So I've come back and I'm doing my journaling and I'm having some other work done. So the journaling happened a little bit later today. And I think what's really interesting is that there was a whole lot of resistance to going live. And a big part of that is I feel like I've been dragged through a hedge backwards. My mind is really great. I just don't feel like I'm looking my best. Hey, Bonnie. And with all this shouting and screaming and carrying on and all the talk, the really loud talking because the music was really loud, all of the I feel really great. I feel really great. I just don't sound really amazing. When you feel better about yourself, things flow better. Absolutely, Ainsley. I completely agree. So anyway, that was all kind of interesting, but it's taken me a while to kind of get into the groove, and that's really my main point about all of that kind of stuff. So one of the little hacks that I've got for you today is of course journaling. And what I've done, I guess what I wanted you to think about is that we get stuck in our heads about, well, what am I going to put out there? What content am I going to create? What am I going to share today? And we get caught up in all of this other stuff of what's going on, and we can get all up in our heads. So the thing that I want you to do is if you're worried about what to put out there, if you're thinking about, oh my God, what can I do a Facebook Live on? What I want you to think about, and this relates to this up-leveling your standards type of conversation, what would you be doing if there was absolutely zero fear and 0 doubt, right? Because we all have doubts. We all have fears. We all have these really big and exciting and expansive and amazing dreams, goals, wishes, dreams, desires that we want to be able to hit and achieve. And so again, what happened over the weekend, how this relates. Over the weekend, I had this thing kind of come to me again that I've been talking about and actually thinking about for literally years. And it's about putting on a big fucking event. Hey, Fabian. And I've got visualizations, and I have had these for years. For some of you who've been following me for years, some of you previous clients of mine, going back even to 2013, one of the big, and earlier to that, but I know that a lot of you have kind of been around the volume of you seemed to increase around the 2012, 2013 mark. And I remember these like these different visualizations that I would do, and it's like putting on events at Madison Square Gardens, putting on events in mass stadiums, right? And so again, like this thing just dropped in again over the weekend, and I'm like, okay, so why the fuck haven't I done that? Not necessarily the stadium, not necessarily the scale. I mean, the scale of it is, number one, you probably need a promotions company. Number two, you probably need like $1 bazillion to pull that off, and I'm financially not there yet, right? Financially not there yet. And it's like, well, okay, so what are you afraid of doing? You know, and this is your journal prompt, right? If there was no doubts, if there was no fears, what would you be doing? And I've just gone, well, fuck, I'd be going and putting on events all over the country and all over the world. I'd just be showing up, I'd be doing the thing. And it's like, okay, but why haven't you done that? And to level with you guys, the big reason, couple of the really big reasons, it makes me really uncomfortable, but a couple of the really big reasons why I haven't done that is that I have literally been scared that, and this came up in my journal, I've literally been scared that nobody would turn up. I've literally been afraid that if I go and spend money on rooms and invest money on hiring rooms and marketing and stuff like that, what if nobody shows up? What if nobody turns up? What if people do turn up? You know, and all of this kind of like bullshit, absolute bullshit, kind of like just bubbled up to the surface. And it's like, okay, so like once I got those fears out on paper, and I'll explain how you do this and how it relates to you and how it relates to your marketing. I actually wrote out all of these things, you know, the fear, like this fear of not being enough, not being good enough, people walking out, people laughing, people not showing up, people not buying, not registering. I go and book these things and I lose money, you know, all of this sort of shit. And I was like, holy shit, Nicola, this is like exactly what my clients say about online marketing. This is exactly what my people say about what it is that they want to go and do launch next. Does this sound familiar to you guys? Like, am I hitting, let me know if I'm hitting the mark here with you, because to me, I'm like, this is like so fucking obvious. Yes, the thing that I'm afraid of, in terms of the scenario may be very different to you, or it may not be. It may be really similar. Like, I don't know. But to me, it's like the fear is actually slot right into the program that you want to launch, the business you want to start, the event you want to do, the people you want to bring in, the campaign you want to launch. I was like, holy fuck, why? I don't understand why I haven't made this freaking connection before. Oh, thanks, Jess. So like the one of the best things that you can do, I think, to really, you know, put yourself, you know, because we always get taught, go put yourself, and I've said this, go put yourself in your ideal client's shoes. Go put yourself into their position, you know, and you imagine, if you don't already know, like imagine what is it that they're thinking, feeling, doing? What are they holding back on? And just like, I think a more real and a more raw and a more personable and a more rapport building way of doing it is actually admitting to yourself, what is the highest standard that I want to hit? What is the next goal that I want to hit? Hey, Bonnie, what is the next thing that you want to hit and do? And like, why haven't you fucking done that? And then working out what is it that you're afraid of? What are your fears, your doubts, your worries, whatever it is that's going on, and actually write all that shit down. Jess, that is a very good point. I will come to that in a second, because my journal has told me what the next steps are, which is really hilarious. So then it's like, okay, well, if there's no fears, no doubts, no worries, like if all of that was all taken care of, then what would you do? Would you be doing this? And why the fuck do you want to do this? You know, why is it so important? And then you can go, okay, yeah, great, you know, bang, 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 bang. What are you going to feel as a result of going out and doing that? What are you going to achieve? What are you going to get out of it? And when you've written all of that down, again, the scenario might be, and the way it's applied may be slightly different for your ideal clients, but really the languaging is going to be so fucking similar, right? And then your job is to go, okay, you know what, if you're feeling like this, if you've ever worried, like in the way that I do this, like if you've ever been worried about not feeling good enough, not being heard, being ignored, going and scheduling this stuff and people not turning up, or people turning up and you looking like a fucking idiot. If you're worried that people are going to show up and go, well, that was really fucking boring, that didn't actually add value to my life and to my world and then they're probably really similar. And then, but you want to feel clear, have clarity, aligned. You want to feel amped. You want to feel like you're doing your life's fucking work every single day. Then, like, you cannot not be there and do this thing, right? Whatever that is for you. And then what's going to happen, and this is something I've taught for years, that when you're languaging things like that, it magnetizes people to you, right? Because the people that we want to work with are like us, right? Different versions of us, perhaps us a little bit further ago. Hey, Peter. And that was just like, it was just like, I can't believe that I haven't put these two things together. I've been teaching fucking marketing and content marketing and how to do this stuff for years. And it's like, this is a really great example. So I'm really freaking proud of myself that this came out of this. And I think the other thing that we want to remember to do, and a really big insight actually that I'll share with you from off the back of the weekend, and then I've got to go because I've got to go run the training for Queen of the motherfucking Internet in like literally 1 minute. The thing that was really apparent is that there was just absolutely no holds barred, right? From the people running this event. And there was multi-speakers, it was multi-days, it was a very different kind of event that I've been in before. So it was really fascinating to see how it all played out. And I was really open to learning and experiencing and really looking at it strategically actually as well, given, where I want to take this business. It's really interesting that there was absolutely no holds barred, but that everybody was really similar. So there was 7,000, the numbers vary. So it was either 7,100 or 7,500 people in this stadium. And we were all really similar, right? So you can't tell me that you can't sell coaching. You can't tell me that you can't sell transformation. You can't tell me that people aren't going to resonate with you. You can't tell me that people aren't afraid, but they want to be moved forward and that they are willing to invest. So, Jess, this is a big call out to you. I know, Thelma, when you catch up on this is a really big call out to you as well. People will buy coaching. People will invest money in transformation. But the first thing that we've got to do is come back to what is that thing for you that you want to level up to and start articulating all of that. And then have a look at how you can then language that and connect with your audience and connect with your people. Because, so that's what you need to do. Which apparently it looks like I'm doing a national tour. And when I say national tour, that means like Melbourne, Sydney, Gold Coast, Adelaide, and Jess has just said Perth. All right, so Jess, if we're doing Perth, I'm going to recruit you. Actually, I'm going to recruit all of you in all of your cities this year. It's happening in November. I'm going to recruit you and get you to help me fill these rooms because I don't think I can do this on my own. And I think that if we're all kind of pulling together, it means that I can help you then help more people, right? So let's all have a crack at doing all of this and we'll see what comes up. We'll see what happens. So I'm really excited to chat with you all tomorrow. I have not got dates yet, but I can tell you it is going to be in November. We've got Adelaide and Perth, Catherine. The only one that I'm not doing Northern Territory. I'm not doing that. But we will do Melbourne, Sydney, Gold Coast, Perth, and Adelaide. And I'm scared as fuck. I'm not scared of running the event. Let's be clear. Like the running of the event is like a freaking walk in the park. Like that's easy. Like I can do that. Do that till the cows come home. It's all of the other stuff. So I am going to be recruiting you all to help me in my mission, which then helps you with your mission of helping the people that you're really here to help and getting your message out there and you reaching your people. All right, everyone. There you go. That makes me feel very uncomfortable, but I'm also really fucking excited. And now that we've publicly declared it, we have to fucking do it. Okay, I'm going to love you and leave you. I'm going to go and run this training of Queen of the motherfucking Internet. If you are We do start Rock Your Startup tomorrow. So if you are in that mode of really kind of like launching your business and you want to know about webinars, marketing, sales pages, landing pages, the foundations, creating free things, funnels, all of that stuff, we do start that tomorrow. You've got about 24 hours to get in on that. And the URL is nicolamoras.com.au/rock. Rock Your Startup is going to rock your world. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you. Everybody have a great, fantastic, and amazing day. Thank you for your patience with me getting my shit together so that I could share this wonderful message with you. I will talk with you all tomorrow. Most likely, I think tomorrow is Wednesday. Let me look. We are at our normal time of 11 a.m. Sydney time. So I will catch you tomorrow. Meanwhile, remember, the world is so fucking ready for your brand of awesomeness. I love you. I'll talk to you tomorrow.